There's a riddle on the screen and a bop in the beat. Crystal's got a theory and she's bringing the heat. With a playlist rolling and a case to crack, she's digging through the weird and she ain't looking back. Crystal's crime and music. Hey, hey, hey. Weird little whispers and a beat that slays. She's grooving through the rumors, dancing through the doubt. Hop on the stream and help her figure it out. She's got headphones on and snacks in hand. She's sleuthing in slippers, ain't it grand? Crimes and chords, it's a curious mix, but she'll remix that mystery just for kicks. Crystal's crime and music, let's roll. Talking strange old stories with a heart and soul. From cryptic clues to a disco track, she's chasing down weirdness and never looks back. She don't solve crimes, just talks and vibes with a keyboard click and detective drive. She's got music moods and wild ideas and a soft spot for victims through the years. Is that a ghost? Or just bad Wi-Fi? Did that dude lie? Or is it all a sigh? Whatever the twist, Crystal's on the screen with a snack, a song, and a mystery meme. So grab your tea and your favorite chair. She's cracking up theories out of thin air. One part groove, one part hum. It's Crystal's show, let's have some fun. Crystal's crime and music, tune it loud, where the silly gets spooky and the beats are proud. She's laughing, guessing, and spilling the tea. Come vibe with the queen of crime and melody.
Not gonna lie, I look like shit. I told you all last night I wasn't planning on coming live today because my husband's off and I wasn't supposed to go live last night. However, it's crazy how you go back. I'm sitting here bullshitting with my husband, looking at shit, just looking back on stuff in Summer's case, and you find something really fucking important. Really important. That's the cat. Let her in. She's gonna meow. Give her a little food. Brooks, you're interesting. You're like Ernie's best friend, right? You go to bat for him. However, you didn't really start talking to Ernie till when? It was like last year or something, the year before. We didn't hear much about you and Ernie being friends, right? I want to bring up Rose Bly for a second. However, when I bring Rose Bly up this time, I just want to bring up the date of the news report of Rose Bly being missing. Now, I assume on Facebook and YouTube, it should have came out like a day or two prior as people started to research. Summer goes missing June 15th. The Amber Alert, the endangered alert goes out after 7, really, because they had to get the police to Summer's house, the helicopters up in the air. Of course, YouTube, different places start reporting on it. One of the first places to report on it was Brooks. I went back to her first Summer Wills content, but I'm going to tell you why I did in a minute. First, I want to go watch a news broadcast, but what I really want you to pay attention to hold on. What I really want you to pay attention to is the date of this news broadcast. The very first words of this news broadcast is "We learned today." The date is June 23rd, 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021. 2021.
Wells' aunt has been missing.
Right here. You can see me copying and pasting because it's too little for you. I also want to, before we play this, allow Brooks a link. Oh, Outlaw Trucker and Elsie Justice. Ernie. Ernie. Any of the four of you are welcome to grab a link today. First three words we learned today.
We've learned today that this isn't the first time the Wells family has dealt with a missing family member. Authorities confirm Summer Wells' aunt has been missing since 2009. The Polk County Sheriff's Office in Wisconsin said they are searching for Rose Marie Bly. That's the sister of Summer's mother. TBI today said they are aware of the case, but they say they have no evidence of a connection.
Right? So I'm sitting here bullshitting with my husband, going over old shit.
County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson.
And I was actually looking at CSI stuff for something else. And I stumble across November 23rd, 2021, Outlaw Trucker and LC Justice in CSI's chat. And I'm thinking, damn, that's weird. Like, LC Justice, well, she would be with Jackhammer, right? We seen them two at the prayer vigil together. But Outlaw Trucker, I never known Outlaw Trucker and CSI to be that close, and I never seen CSI friends with Outlaw Trucker. However, Brooks and CSI both covered the Cash Gernon case, right? Brooks took down all her Cash Gernon information. She has like 3 or 4 videos left on Cash Gernon, and then her content starts at Summer. So I go to Brooks' channel just to see when Outlaw Trucker goes on her panel for the first time, because I think it's odd LC Justice, CSI, and Outlaw Trucker are on the same panel together. He was like really fucking close to Brooks. This is going to be a short live. We're not going to show all that tonight, but I think it's something we're going to start looking forward to in the beginning. Okay. Now that I explained to you how I got there, we're not going to watch this tonight. But what we're going to do is go back one more time.
Today that this isn't the first time the Wells family. We've learned today that this isn't the first time the Wells family has dealt with a missing family member. Authorities confirm Summer Wells' aunt has been missing since 2009. The Polk County Sheriff's Office in Wisconsin said they are searching for Rose Marie Bly. That's the sister of Summer's mother. TBI today said they are aware of the case, but they say they have no evidence of a connection.
I want to make sure I put that on the screen.
On day 16 of an act.
We'll leave that. Now what we're going to do is go to Brooks. This is Brooks's live. Brooks only goes live at 10 a.m. This is the date of her live. It's the first live I could find on her channel for Summer Wells. Although I was looking for Outlaw Trucker, I think I found gold. Brooks, please. I would love for you to grab a link, because you've been through Rogersville Win and you were reporting on Rose Bly Win. How did you know this information? 12 to 14 hours? after Summer went missing, before the news, before all the other sleuths. Let's give this a listen. Oops.
It is hot as hell. Hot as hell. I don't even look at the temperature anymore. Nope, I do not. So I'm going to wait a little bit to see who else is going to pop in. I didn't give much notice because this just happened with this little girl today. Well, yesterday. But I was kind of slow to the punch finding out about it. A lady from one of the groups told me, and I was like, wow. Let me see who all we got. I said hi to Amanda. Hi, roll with it. Stevie, I'm local to Breasia and haven't heard anything recently. I don't think we're going to hear anything. Dinkins is in jail. He's charged with her murder. I think, and until they get to his trial, I don't think we're going to hear anything. I don't think they'll ever do anything with Aisha. But yeah, I definitely wanted to do like a 2, 3, 4-part series on Breasia. It's just getting everybody around. Hi, Maddie. If anybody wants to jump on panel, just grab the link. I'm kind of feeling lonely up here. All right, so I'm just going to jump into this. Stevie, I know it is. I could talk about that case for the next week. It makes me so mad. The way it was handled, the way that the family profited, everything. Everything. It's sick. Okay, so the little girl's name is Summer Wells. She is from Hawkins County, Tennessee. I think it's called Rogersville. So it's basically East Tennessee. It says multiple agencies are still searching for missing 5-year-old Summer Wells. Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said Wednesday afternoon that more than 100 people from 19 agencies are searching in the Beach County community. I watched
Wednesday afternoon, so she may have had her live a little later that day. This was probably the second update on June 16th because Brooks does say they offered the Amber Alert. They changed the endangered to an Amber. However, I want you to pay attention to the Rose Bly information that Brooks knew June 16th.
His press conference earlier, and he said they don't want any volunteers. He said, we don't need any. Crime Time just got out of the pool. I should have gone to the pool today. I really should have. So they're not asking for any volunteers. They said they have professionals doing it. So I think you guys will see where I'm going with this here in a minute, because something is stinking to high heaven for me. Hi, Aggie. Okay, so she's 3 foot tall, 40
something
pounds.
is stinking.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says a family member reported her missing. Why aren't they just saying who it is? An aunt reported her missing.
They don't
Her
have
mother reported her missing. An endangered child alert was issued Tuesday night, which was escalated to an Amber Alert on Wednesday morning. Okay, already I've got Gina. My girl Gina's in here. So already, ladies, I've got a red flag. Amber.
Already. She read one fucking sentence and already has a red flag to come out here and start exploiting Summer Wells. There's already a red flag. The endangered alert went out. The TBI didn't tell you who called the police. So there's a red flag there, but let's just June 16th by at least mid-afternoon. I wouldn't say any later than that. Brooks is an early bird.
Amber alerts have a very specific criteria. Amber alerts don't apply, unless things have really changed, to a child that was wandering in the woods. Amber alerts
She's
are
right.
something's wrong.
She's right.
Thanks, Stevie. This is a brand new case, Stevie. This just happened last night. Okay, searchers are dealing with rough terrain plus a lack of cell phone and radio service. And that is no shit right there. I've been through that area. Gina, that's in here, she'll tell you, you will lose your cell service so fast in those mountains.
Gina that's in here, June 16th, she's been in that area. Let her tell you, you'll lose your cell service so fucking fast. Where are you from, Brooks? I don't really know much about you. But when were you in Rogersville? Who lives there that you know? Why are you in that area?
Out there. So that's
like the morning after Summer goes missing, you're already saying this.
Definitely. Lawson said agencies do not need any help from the public in searching for Wells, but encouraged anyone with information for possible whereabouts to come forward. I just think that's really odd. Wouldn't you want anybody that, feels like walking to go out and look for this little girl? She's 5 years old. According to family member, she didn't have any shoes on. She's barefoot and she just wandered off. I'm not going to make a big scene about her being barefoot. Lots of people walk around barefoot, kids play barefoot, but it's hot. I walked outside for like 2 seconds today without my shoes on, ran right back in to get my flip-flops. It was burning my feet.
It was hot that day. The high was 88 degrees. I agree, Brooks. However, that wouldn't be the big problem for me. The problem for me would be she lives in a wooded area and there's rocks and sticks and things that can make her need stitches or a broken bone. That would be more of my concern. Summer was a tough little girl, as we all could see.
Okay, and also they're searching like 15 miles out. So they're not just searching like just around her house in the woods or anything. Like they've moved this search way out, guys. Kids are fast. They'll run away from you in the mall or grocery store a mile a minute. I don't see how this 5-year-old with no shoes on made it 15 miles, though. So, already I've got a million questions, and I don't want anything bad, obviously.
Because they want to look 15 miles away, she has questions, right? Hey, Linda. Hey, I seen that you text me or called me or something. I'm sorry. It's been a busy day. My husband went food shopping, and it's been actually a mind-boggling day too, but another time. Okay.
To be wrong, I would much rather it's just that she wandered off, but there's other things going on. All right, so she does have 3 siblings, so I don't know if the siblings saw her leave. I don't know. I would think somebody...
Did anybody else report June 16th that Summer had 3 siblings? Why would we know that information already? Why would you even be looking at that and reporting that? The first and most important thing is Summer and getting her picture out there. We don't know her story yet. We don't know her parents or her family or her dynamics. It's not even 24 hours later, Brooks.
Besides, family member saw her leave.
Hold on.
She has an aunt that went missing in 2009. Her mom's name is Candace. Friends. Hey, RC. So here we have another. It's one thing to have one person go missing in your family. Hey, RC. So here we have another. She has an aunt that went missing in 2009. Her mom's name is Candace. Friends. Hey, RC. So here we have another. It's one thing to have one person go missing in your family. It's extremely rare and not a very common occurrence, but now lightning has struck this family twice.
This isn't the first time the Wells. We've learned today that this isn't the first time the Wells family has dealt with a missing family member. Authorities confirm Summer Wells' aunt has been missing since 2009. The Polk County Sheriff's Office in Wisconsin said they are searching for Rose Marie Bly. That's the sister of Summer's mother.
Brooks, I think you got some fucking explaining to do. I'm good, Chris. I'm not going to be on here long because today was supposed to be my off day with my husband. You know, we're still working on things at home and trying hard to fix things. And we're sitting here talking about Summer's case. And if you rewind, you could see what I found. But Brooks, I think you have a shit ton of explaining to do because I would love to know how you had Rose Bly's information the very next early afternoon of Summer going missing when the news didn't report it till that date. That is correct. Gotta take time, right? However, my short 23 minute live is over. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Brooks, I guess you wasn't feeling fucking froggy, bitch. So how do you know Ernie again? We'll talk soon. Or not. I don't care either way. Peace. The rest of y'all, peace and love. See you tomorrow.